Ladies and gentlemen, I am Professor Gary Richards. On behalf of the faculty, we congratulate the class of 2021 on your graduation and welcome your family and friends. Now please stand for our national anthem. Please be seated.
Good afternoon. I am Nina Mikulewski, Provost of the University of Mary Washington. As the institution's Chief Academic Officer, it is my great pleasure to welcome you to this undergraduate and graduate ceremony. I commend the degree recipients on your outstanding academic achievements, and I welcome all the family members and friends who join us and the graduates in this very special celebration. Congratulations, 2021. It is now my privilege to introduce Troy Dipino, President of the university.
Thank you, Dr. Mikulewski. Distinguished guests, parents, and especially mothers on Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day, mothers. Family members, and most especially members of the class of 2021. If the old saying is true, the greater the challenge, the greater the reward, today's commencement is a true celebration of the reward of overcoming extraordinary challenges. Your class will undoubtedly go down in the annals of Mary Washington history. This commencement, while a bit unusual, will be among its most meaningful. When you have a moment to reflect on your Mary Washington experience and this occasion, when we memorialize all that you have gone through and accomplished together, I hope you are able to appreciate its significance. And moms, dads, family members, loved ones, this class of 2021, we could not have gotten through this incredibly challenging year if not for their example and leadership, and I am incredibly grateful. Thank you, class of 2021, for what you've done this year to lead us through this. If you have not done so already, take time to reflect on your education, experience, the faculty, advisors, mentors, and friends you have made here. Reflect on what they have meant to you. Also reflect on your family and others who have supported you along this extraordinary journey. In doing so, I hope you experience a feeling of belonging, that you truly matter. All these people have invested in you and your success because they care deeply about you. I also hope you appreciate that this is merely the beginning of a journey that will have great challenges, but also tremendous rewards. But if ever along that journey you need a sense of belonging, a community where you feel as if you matter, Mary Washington is always here for you. I once read a great description of the difference between happiness and joy that relates to this occasion. Happiness is the feeling a graduate has when they walk across this stage. Joy is the feeling that your family members and loved ones have when they watch you cross this stage. Well, maybe we really are family here at Mary Washington, because when I look out at you, I am filled with great joy. I'm so proud of you. And I hope you take pride in what you have accomplished, and that you will use your Mary Washington education and experience as a foundation to lead a life of meaning and purpose. Congratulations. It is now my pleasure to introduce Marty Abbott, class of 1972, to bring greetings on behalf of the Board of Visitors.
Thank you, Dr. Pano. Good afternoon, everyone. To our parents, families, friends, and distinguished guests, I welcome you on behalf of the University of Mary Washington Board of Visitors, our institution's governing board. The board is honored to participate in this ceremony, and each of us shares a deep dedication to this institution. To the graduating class of 2021, we offer our sincere congratulations for all that you have accomplished during your time here at Mary Washington. We are confident that you are prepared for your life's journey, and we wish you the very best. Thank you.
I now invite Zanab Z. Farouk to the podium to deliver welcoming remarks on behalf of the senior class.
Good afternoon. Thank you all for being here today. Who would have thought this time last year we would be here with our loved ones on this day at the university campus rec field, where generations of students have played all kinds of sports. I'm so honored to be here today speaking before you. I'm also thrilled to present the Mary W. Pinchman Award. Thank you. This award, selected by the graduating seniors, honors the memory of a longtime professor of biology who served as a role model and practitioner of liberal arts teaching, as well as a generous and tireless contributor of service to her colleagues, her students, and the institution at large. Today's recipient was selected as the professor we are most likely to remember who had the greatest impact on our lives. When I saw who was chosen, I was filled with excitement and joy, as this man is one of my mentors. I had the honor and privilege of taking as many of his classes as I could. He has always believed in me, even when I chose to slack off. He was my very first college professor and said to my class on the first day, "It is my job to determine your ability in this course and assess your ability to succeed in further classes." From day one, he did just that and gave me the motivation to continue. He has been of personal significance to my academics here and has pushed me through my last 4 years. With great honor and pleasure, on behalf of the class of 2021, I present the Mary W. Pinchman Award to the Associate Professor of the College of Business, Dr. Kashef Majid. Woo! I'm almost done, so sorry. I want to spend a few minutes today reflecting on the importance of time and relationships. In middle school, I learned a quote by Alan Saunders that has stuck with me ever since. Time is what happens while we are out making other plans. My friends and my family know how I get about time. I used to even wear 2 watches in college. I'm back down to 1. Time is the one thing that matters immensely to me. Time is sitting in your FSEM one day, waiting for it to be over, and suddenly you're putting on your cap and gown. When I put on my cap and gown this morning, it was the greatest feeling, yet also the most terrifying. As I set foot into the real world, I do not know how it will be. The past 4 years at UMW are all that I've known. And this is the most daunting thing for some of us. If you're ever unsure about an opportunity decision, I want you to think back to all the mentors, all the faculty, and the people that have led you to this day, and the lessons you've learned from them. The time you have spent at Mary Washington has shaped the person you come as today. How you choose to spend the rest of your time is the next question. I also want us to reflect on the lifelong friendships that we may have made at the UMW, and the mentors we now look up to. And how about all the people here to celebrate us on this field? Woo! I happen to be amongst the greatest friends whom I met my first year and went on to change my life. From living in Russell Hall your freshman year makes you think about a lot. Trying to acquire an AC unit is one thing, but surviving the classes is the big thing. I can honestly say I never expected either to happen. I never did get the AC unit. I want to say how incredibly proud each of you should be of yourselves right now. I know my mom is. From orientation to commencement, we have put in all the hard work. All the countless hours of studying and the lack of sleep finally led us to this moment. Whether it was running across campus from Combs to Jepson or leaving your mic on during Zoom class, we finally made it. I know we all have different plans right now. Whether some of you are preparing for grad school, about to start a new career, or going to travel the world, the possibilities are endless. I hope you all look back at your Mary Washington experience and think back to this feeling, the feeling of accomplishment, one of the most challenging and rewarding experiences one can go through in life. I'm going to stop wasting your time. All I have left is to say, class of 2021, get dirty, go wash.
Thank you, Z. We now move to the conferring of the degrees. Mr. President, please come forward. Will all the degree candidates please rise and remain standing? Mr. President, I have the honor of presenting these candidates who have completed their degrees.
Will the platform party please rise for the conferring of the degrees? By virtue of the authority vested in me as the president, by the rector and visitors of the University of Mary Washington, and on the recommendation of the faculty, I hereby declare those gathered here today who have completed all degree requirements to be graduates of the University of Mary Washington with all the rights and privileges thereunto pertaining. Congratulations. Please be seated, and I now call forward the graduates. Everyone but the first row can sit down.
Kira M. Flynn. Richard Graham Yeomans. Rachel N. Wright. Brooke Noel Robertson. Our very own Sammy D. Eagle, Tucker A. Gorski. Jenna C. Werdy. Emma L. Converse. Allison McCarthy Klein. Samuel M. Pace. Brianna Bravo. Alessandro Barbuzza. Juliana Grace Cadell. Sarah J. Kovalevsky. Raymond H. Kaufman. Brittany Margellis. Kaylee Michelle Williams. Rachel Benediz. Tyler Cameron Joseph Fenley. Allison R. Grant. Stephanie Ann Devine. Margaret Ann Labor. Brianna Lee Washington. Mitchell L. Bisson. Callan Elise Joyner. Natalie Gabriela Vasquez. Matthew F. Katz. Ashley Kathleen Danielle Pack. Tori Lynn Martin. Madison Renee Shiflett. Kirsten Ann Laclede. Emily Louise Harvey. Anthony J. Lanza. Cedric O. Ansa. Sarah Ann McCaw. Mary E. J. Foster. Michaela Schwan McDonald. Zachary C. Hall. Ryan J. Smith. Mary Elizabeth Cheney. Ramon M. Owens. Freddie D. Owens. Maxwell Schultz. Rachel Cheyenne Kern. Daniel N. Glista. Gracia Angelita Pitts. Morgan E. Anderson. Hannah Nicole Goad. Aspen G. Aston. Wenzy T. Babaweek. Jacob Brian Hilker. Jared Christian Ross. Rachel Lauren Walters. Maya Jasmine Bundy. Carl Richard Ost. Lauren Elizabeth Simpson. Emma N. McElwain. Marin Sue Eck. James Pierce Downey. Tiffany Nicole Moore. Cole H. Tecci. Fred Guerrero. Charlotte Louise Sturiali. Tavian Kashawn Britt. Tia Moore. Zachary A. Hollingsworth. Jesse E. Bowles. Ethan Neil Nick. Jenna Marie Holland. Caitlin Ann Wolfgang. Joseph Michael Hatcher. Olivia Grace Moira Mason Lucas. Yoko Aita. George Wells Stifle. Catherine Elizabeth Elson. Megan Claire Chouse. Alexander M. Shervala. Emma S. Monahan. Andrea Dawn West. Ryan Alexander Bell. Gentry Morgan Whitehurst. Quanisha Nicole Battle. Savannah Spitzer Payne. Rebecca L. Robb. Lindsay Diane Feder. Sierra Elizabeth Whitaker. Mariana Patterson. Tori Lane Bridges. Joseph N. Stonehill. Brianna Annette Rojas. Gerald B. Edmonds, Jr. Alyssa N. Conrad. Claire Collins Kendrick Ross. Ankitha Anamolu. Jamie Elizabeth Graham. Jillian Caroline Snell. Sarah M. Hood Recant. Isabella F. Burns. Jacob Thorburn Lewis. Marissa Walia. Nicholas N. Namek. Mariah Glenn Dietrich. Leland H. Burke. Julia Elizabeth Emma Campbell. Jonathan W. Bohannon. Andrew West. Samuel M. Adler. Kevin A. Ball. Nathan Gill Schultz. Austin W. Story. Sabine Eveline Wills. Julie Passini. Caitlin Nicole Tiffany. Joseph Hunter Milbank, Jr. Paige D. Phillips. Eleanor B. Tober. Cassie Nicole Phillips. Isabella Riley Conrad. Tessa Sylvia Stern. Jordan Michelle Lee. Katie Ju-Young Cho. Landrum Jeffrey Beard II. Gabrielle Alana Walkie. Tessa Marie Lee. Hannah Grace Manning. Alexandra Elizabeth Cooper. Isaac Johannes Kukastinvamas Skiggs. Kylie M. James. Amisha Charlene Morgan. Avery Kameth Prater. Christina Grace Buchanan. Stephanie C. Overbeck. Hilda Alexandra Rivera Silva. John Tyler Funkhauser. Austin Scott Farrar. Charlotte A. Bremer. Malhar Mirin. Catherine Cavallero. London Amaya Henry. Garrett Stephen Lyons. Megan Kathleen Gamble. Devin R. Carson. Tiffany Tueros. Fanny Lucy N. Bonji. Michael David Mallory. Anthony W. Benson. Caroline Elizabeth Krapka. Victor Asinsao. Rachel E. Allen. Congratulations to the University of Mary Washington Class of 2021!
Congratulations again to all the graduates of the University of Mary Washington. Now you may move your tassels on your mortarboard to the left side as a symbol that you are now graduates of the University of Mary Washington. Wear that distinction with pride. I wish you every success and happiness in the years ahead.
Congratulations to all of the graduates of 2021. Congratulations. And now, to welcome you into the family of UMW alumni, it is my pleasure to introduce the president of the Alumni Association, Jennifer Blair, class of 1982.
Thank you, Dr. Mikulewski. On behalf of the UMW Alumni Association, I offer congratulations to you, members of the class of 2021, and welcome you to our association of more than 42,000 members worldwide. In spite of all the challenges you faced in the past year and a half under COVID, you have made it. Our association offers many ways for you to stay connected, from homecoming in the fall to reunion weekend in late spring, to regional networks and affinity groups. Please stay connected to us and one another. These UMW connections will offer opportunities for you in your career and personal life. I hope you'll take advantage of meeting alumni from across the decades at events on and off campus. I look forward to hearing about your successes and contributions as you begin this next chapter in your life's journey. I can say that my closest friends today are those I met here on campus over 40 years ago. Welcome, congratulations, and go Eagles!
Our ceremony will conclude in a few moments with the Alma Mater. We respectfully request that you remain in your places until the conclusion of the recessional. At the conclusion, the ushers will dismiss all of our guests by rows. Now, please stand for the Alma Mater.